Hello, my name is Dylan, but you can call me Buttercup. Welcome to Buttercup's Fascinations. Today, I have a lovely thunderstorm going on, so I thought I would come out and record a bit of it for you. We've got some lovely crickets, a little bit of rain, and just some lovely atmosphere happening. I have tried very hard not to get any neighbors' houses in the shot for privacy reasons. So that's why you're looking at a lovely tree. But I really love rainstorms, and I don't really have a plan for what to say here today. So this will be a bit of a ramble. I guess I'll start with, I used to be afraid of thunderstorms. When I was really little, we had this cat named Carlisle. And Carlisle was 18 pounds of tough. He was muscular and fierce and just like the bravest creature I knew of. And Carlisle was afraid of thunderstorms. And being really, really little as I was, I figured, if Carlisle is afraid of this, it must be terrifying. So I was afraid of thunderstorms because Carlisle was. I no longer feel that way, obviously. I love thunderstorms so much. Every time I hear one, I have to spend at least a few minutes outside listening to the thunder and just taking it all in. Got some really feisty birds today too. And crickets. I hope you can hear the crickets. But Carlisle kind of picked my parents in a sense. My mom was getting supplies in a pet store for another pet she had, and there were these kittens wandering around the store, and this one little kitten just wouldn't leave her alone. And so she took it home. She and my dad. And that was one of the cats that we had growing up. And he was huge, but he wasn't fat. He was just pure muscle and fluff. He was very fluffy. And I loved him. I loved him so much as a kid. He was great. He's kind of the model for the cats that I like now. Big and fluffy and generally no nonsense. Pretty confident. The two cats that we had combined kind of are my model. They were both really big. The other one was Percival. He was 16 pounds. He didn't get fat until later in life. He wound up being about 18 pounds by the end of his life. He was the prototypical scaredy cat. If a shadow looked funny, Percival was gone. When my parents brought him home, they couldn't find him for 2 weeks. They knew he was eating and drinking water, but they didn't see him until he finally felt comfortable and came out of wherever he was hiding. And he was my mom's shadow. My mom is allergic to cats, but the thing is, whatever it is about her, she is just a magnet for them. They love her. And so my ideal cat is kind of a combination of Carlisle and Percival. Huge, all muscle, definitely fluffy. Confident, but also like loving and affectionate. Yeah, my two cats that I have now aren't quite like that. I have a scaredy cat and I have a confident cat. They're both tiny. I rescued them both, so it's not like I got them from a breeder and they should have been a huge breed, but they're not. I adopted them, one from a shelter, one from a rescue. But I have a scaredy cat and I have a confident, spunky kind of cat. And I think that works really well. I think most scaredy cats do need a buddy of some kind to keep them company. And I specifically got the spunky cat to be a buddy for the scaredy cat. The scaredy cat is named Summer. She's a tortoise shell. She's about a year older. And she is such a cuddle bug. She just, if someone isn't cuddling her right now, she will find a person and take the cuddles herself. And the spunky one is Morgan. She is about a year younger. She is all black and has no tail. There's a little nub that, like, if I'm scratching where her tail should be, I can feel the nub. And sometimes when she gets excited, it like sticks up and you can see a little dent in her fur. But that's it. There's nothing else. And she was born like that. She was born with no tail. That truck did not sound happy. At least I think it was a truck. I couldn't see it. But I got Morgan because I was moving back home with my parents and they didn't have any other cats. And Summer needed a buddy. So I got Morgan. And I found Morgan because a classmate of mine in college had started a rescue and posted a picture of these 3 tiny kittens. And there was one kitten in the middle who was staring directly into the camera. And I went, I need to meet this kitten. That's my kitten. And that was Morgan. So, they've been with me for a while. I love them both so much. But they are so small. They're both only around 8 pounds. And so I look at them and I go, I just want to mush them into 2. Like mush them together into one cat. You know, just size-wise. They're so small. But I love them. I joke, but I wouldn't change them for anything. I love them exactly as they are. We had another thunderstorm yesterday. I wasn't able to get out and record it, but it was so loud yesterday. Like, it sounded like it was directly above where I live, just like directly on top of me. I don't think it was, but it sounded like it. It was so loud. I was a little disappointed that I couldn't get out and record it, but at the same time, I don't think it would have made for a very good video for how loud it was. I think it would have been too loud. But this is just right. It's quiet and rumbly and atmospheric, and I really hope you can hear it really nicely. The last thunderstorm that I recorded was at night, so it was a lot less busy in terms of traffic. But I think that kind of adds to the atmosphere. All the cars and a plane or two. It's interesting. It's the middle of the afternoon, and the crickets are so loud right now. I really hope you can hear the crickets too. I love this kind of weather. Oh, I just saw some lightning. I think we're gonna get a good one. Ooh, low and rumbly. Yeah, there it is. That was a good one. Yeah. This summer has been absurdly hot. I'm not a fan of it. And it stayed hot a lot longer than I would have expected it to. I'm recording this in the beginning of September. I'm not sure when it's going to go up. I haven't quite decided. But a couple of my coworkers were talking about the start of the football season. And it caught me off guard, because I knew it was September, but when they mentioned it, in my head, I thought, but it's still 90 degrees out. Why are they playing football? They're playing football because it's September. The start of the football season does not depend on the temperature. And to be clear, I'm talking about American football, not actual football. I'm not super big on sports, which is part of why it caught me off guard. I do really enjoy Banana Ball, though. I have watched the entire tour this year, well, everything that was on YouTube at least. kind of sad that it's ending. I'm going to miss it. Probably by the time this goes up, it will have already ended. But I've really enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to next year. I'm hoping next year I can get a chance to actually go to a game, which would be a lot of fun. I would miss the broadcasters though. I really enjoy their commentary and all that. I must admit I do find it difficult to follow on my own. But that's mainly because I tend to get distracted and I'll miss 15 seconds of the game and suddenly have no idea where the ball is or who's at bat or what the count is or what's going on. But I really, really enjoy it. And if you haven't seen any of the games, you should check them out. Most of them are available for free on their YouTube channel, which will be linked in the description below. It's a whole lot of fun. I also love the sound of a car driving across wet pavement. I don't know why. I just do. It sounds nicer than usual. I'm really enjoying being out here right now. It's so calming and nice. I'm also really enjoying my new camera that I got myself as a birthday present this year. Kind of an early birthday present. It went on sale about a month before my birthday. It's so much smaller than my old camera, and it has over double the recording limit. So I can go for so much longer and I don't have to worry about cramming everything in as quickly as possible. I can take my time and think about what I want to say and kind of let there be pauses. I don't have to rush through. It sounds like the rain's picking up a little bit. I would like someday to set up my camera on the tripod out under the rain and rig an umbrella to the tripod to get those nice rain on umbrella sounds. Ooh, that was a good one. Here it comes. That was the kind of thunder we were getting yesterday, except even louder. I think that thunderclap was so loud, it might have set off someone's car alarm. I can hear it off in the distance. I don't know if you can. That's so cool. And through it all, the crickets chirping away. I think that that thunderclap is a good place to end it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and the thunderstorm, and the crickets, and the rain, and the cars, and the birds. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.